Entropy is the universe feeding the energy of an atomic system into another system. Why? Nature hates idleness and abhors static atomic systems that create vacuums. This is why nature may punish entire societies by putting weak pillars in positions of power. A weak mind is force-fed, mindless, endless entertainment and negative programming. Nature will attack it by flooding the brain with excess dopamine, causing chaos within its thinking patterns. A weak mind that is not filled with positive, constructive thinking patterns truly becomes the devil's playground. Physics can teach us much of what goes on in people's minds in daily life. Physical manifestations, whether positive or negative, model and mirror the universal mind operating at a quantum level. Yes, we are all connected to it, inured, and entirely dependent upon its feedback. Entropy is the universe feeding the energy of an atomic system into another system. Why? Nature hates idleness and abhors static atomic systems that create vacuums. This is why nature may punish entire societies by putting weak pillars in positions of power. A weak mind is force-fed, mindless, endless entertainment and negative programming. Nature will attack it by flooding the brain with excess dopamine, causing chaos within its thinking patterns. A weak mind that is not filled with positive, constructive thinking patterns truly becomes the devil's playground. Mindsets filled with victimhood and self-righteousness saturate individuals and force them to act out negatively, hurting themselves and others in the process. A weak mind will sit restless and stream entertainment endlessly and watch their body atrophy without a thought or any sense of urgency. At the same time, they will feed on all kinds of garbage portrayed as food. It is not long before depression, anxiety, stress, and physical illness begin to set in. A mind filled with entropy will be programmed with the belief that they know everything there is to know, coupled with unfettered enthusiasm and unending self-belief, creates a sure recipe for disaster. These patterns create systems of thought and serious consequences among the populations of the world. Here are the parallels and results of our educational system's omissions. 1. Older generations fail to acknowledge that their environmental inheritance would doom them to repeat their parents' mistakes. In turn, older generations were unable to observe the error in raising the newer generations in the same manner. The cycle repeats itself, where the parents' sins are visited upon future generations. Number 2, the same pattern is observed in our educational systems. The system is designed to destroy the ability to think critically by taking advantage of learning from different perspectives. Entropy is easily defeated when a mind is strong and immune to strong suggestions or control. These same school systems need to teach principles of wealth, such as basic investment or creating a business. They only teach behavior modification. The pattern is to show up on time, be quiet, sit still, and do what you are told. The model is to teach others what to think, not how to think. This model has been implemented for far too long and with massive negative consequences. It is evident that just filling up young people's minds with useless data that can now be easily accessed through a simple internet browser is not working, but it is regressive. In turn, the system encourages young people to graduate high school and attend college to incur massive amounts of unsecured debt. It forces young minds to take on mind-drifting jobs that have nothing to do with a significant purpose in life. Now more than ever, young people are creating successful businesses by integrating knowledge from other entrepreneurs who have used their minds to create lifestyles of wealth and prosperity. Through these observations, we can see entropy manifesting as the force that takes away new minds' ability to think critically, with evident observation and efficacy. These consequences bring significant regression upon society. In contrast, we can find God's observations by making the same observation that quantum mechanics teaches us about how the forces of the universe actuate our minds. These thoughts run parallel to the code suggested in this chapter and are in absolute harmony with the laws of the universe, principles of freedom, and our creative ability. It has created in young people's minds the illusion of competence and responsibility when, in fact, they have been hypnotized into undermining their ability to determine the best way to use their minds to achieve success as they have defined it. Can we deny these observations are factual? Has not the devil, through entropy, manifested massive negativity by wanting to keep this cycle of teaching perpetually? And is it no wonder that objective observation shows entropy is at the forefront of world domination? Here are some suggested observations as to what would be the result of a system of education where it finally emits the essential teachings as described by this code. For we will no longer live in a society that lacks observation and awareness of lifestyles that are detrimental and regressive to future generations. And no longer will humanity push secular or religious dogmatic views as the ultimate authority with the final say, since perspectives will be thoroughly explored before reaching absolute conclusions.